Hi everyone, it's the EnglishSimmer here, and today we're going to be going over some stuff that you might have missed about The Sims 4 Paranormal Stuff. So this was revealed on Tuesday, I think it was now. Keep in mind, I am recording this video on Friday afternoon, so if any of this information is out of date or I happen to miss something, it's probably because the Sim Gurus tweeted about it later than I actually recorded this video. So some of this might be out of date already, and you might already know it, but I do want to go over some things that they've put on their Twitter. It seems like Sim Guru Ninja and Sim Guru Connor have a lot to say about this pack, and I have to say it seems up there for a stuff pack. Like, it seems like it's chock-a-block with new content. I actually have a video going up tomorrow looking at the old stuff packs versus the new stuff packs and like how much those two things have changed. And Connor actually wrote up a blog post, which he's been doing for the last few stuff packs now, which is really, really helpful. So we're just gonna kind of scan over that. I'll leave a link to it down below if you want to go into it in more detail. One of the biggest changes that is coming to The Sims 4 isn't actually included in this pack, but is coming in a base game update before this pack and is then being like worked on in this pack, and that's the fact that we now have a scared mood. So this is a brand new emotion that we haven't seen in The Sims 4. Like I said, this is coming in the base game update. However, there will be certain moodlets obviously in the new stuff pack that will make your Sims scared. So they can scream incoherently interaction, where a scared Sim runs up to another Sim to scream their lungs out. This can result in other Sims calming them down, or resulting in both Sims becoming scared. So Sims afflicted with this mood, so this is an emotion, this is a brand new emotion. It's confusing between like moodlet, emotion. It's an emotional state. So just like your Sims can be tense, Connor actually said over on his Twitter that the tense moodlet is still in the game, but they've changed a lot of stuff from the tense moodlet to actually a scared emotion instead, because it just makes a little bit more sense. Also, being scared isn't just your Sim style. Consider purchasing the new Brave trait. It's weird that it says purchase, but this is actually a reward trait. So as you earn satisfaction points for your lifetime aspiration, you will get points and you can spend this on your Brave trait. We haven't had a satisfaction reward store trait in so long. Like, it's one of those features that I hate is always forgotten. So we obviously have the haunted lot type. They're like regular houses, only haunted. Also, the team have carried on the theme of working with Simmers on this one. My good friend Dr. Ashley, I will link Dr. Ashley's YouTube and Twitch down below. If you don't follow her, please go do so. She is an angel and I absolutely love her. She basically got on board and helped the team build this lot. It will be available on their gallery. Obviously, it's a stuff pack, so there is no new world, but you can download this lot off the gallery. Looks like it fits into like Willow Creek. Definitely has a New Orleans vibe, this pack, so this just looks like it fits right in. They're like regular houses, only haunted, so your Sims can actually live in these houses. I did talk about this a little bit in my trailer reaction because I would have also loved to see a community version of this lot. I just think like being able to like host parties there, or just plop this down in like a creepy park or something like that, and not having it be residential but just a place that your Sims could go visit. Especially if you have seasons in the autumn time, I just feel like The Sims is missing some of that, like get out of your house and do fun things with your family instead of just going out drinking. Obviously, in The Sims 3 seasons, we had the haunted house that was basically a rabbit hole that would turn up at the autumn festivals, and it was really cute and your Sims could get scared by it, and I miss that. I don't know which one I would have preferred. I think I would have liked both. I would would have liked the best of both worlds, as Hannah Montana once said. You may notice things like the lights flickering. So what we saw in the trailer of the lights flickering isn't just for effect, it will actually happen if you live in a haunted house. Pipes rattling or even creepy dolls staring at them in the corner. I know a lot of people have already brought up the fact that if you have city living, then you already have a haunted lot trait. This is different. This is a whole lot type. So this is just like building a tiny home or a community lot or something like that. You'll have to pick it from the list of lots before you start building. Whereas the haunted lot trait really just brings out the ghosts that we already have, and all they can really do is like scare your sim and break your items. I never really use it. I don't find it that interesting, because I'd prefer to just have like a gravestone on my lot if I wanted haunts. Living in a haunted house adds a layer of risk and reward for your sims. So this is kind of like tiny living, you know, if you live in a small house, you get rewards for it. They're kind of following that blueprint in this pack. Each successful night yields reward store satisfaction points for everyone in the household. Super easy way to actually earn satisfaction points, especially now that there's whims are like disabled and stuff in The Sims 4. Spectres can also drop treasure that can be collected, consumed, or sold to an oddity collector, so you can make money through this, even if you aren't in the career. So although your sims might go through a bit of peril, they'll thankfully be compensated. One of my favourite pieces of haunted treasure is the sacred candle. I think these look sick. They look really cool in the trailer, and they can actually help to protect your sims if they live in a haunted house. So pets can actually interact with cursed objects, such as the doll. There is a little bit of crossplay. They also tweeted about some other crossplay that I'll be going over. You might remember the old lot trait from City Living called Haunted. For clarity's sake, it's needed a name change, so now it's the Spooky lot trait. It also benefits from being combined with the new Haunted House lot type and will have an increased chance of spawning ghosts at night. See, so I actually prefer that because that's actually gonna make me use that lot trait a little bit more than I ever would. Like I said, I never really use it because I prefer to have just a tombstone on my lot. And then there's actually a whole load of information from one of the sound designers on The Sims 4. So like I said, I'll leave this in the link down below if you want to go look at that. I absolutely love the effects and the sounds of The Sims 4. Yes, I wasn't a massive fan of Journey to Batu. However, you cannot deny that the audio for that pack is sick, and the team did such a good job of like replicating that whole world, especially with the sound environment. So now I'm just gonna go through some of the tweets that I found on this pack. Like I said, SimGuru Connor and SimGuru Ninja are the two to actually follow about this pack. They've been dropping hints here, there, and everywhere. So SimGuru Connor says, no new aspiration this time, sorry. But we are getting a new career. We're also getting the new skill, which is the medium skill, and we are getting a couple of interactive objects by the look of it, including a new NPC. Well, two new NPCs technically, because you've got Gaidri the Ghost, and you've also got Bone Hilde, which there is some extra information about Bone Hilde. So this time around in The Sims 4, if you've played previous iterations of the Sims franchise, you will know that Bone Hilde has a coffin that she can be summoned from. However, they've decided to switch it up in The Sims 4. I've seen a lot of discussion about this on Twitter, people not agreeing with it, people saying that they've ruined Bone Hilde. I actually quite like it. I think the way that they've chosen to do it will wrap into my storylines really, really well. It also encourages you to use the new seance table because she's actually summoned through the seance table. Connor did say more on that in the next blog, so hopefully the next blog, which will be up sometime next week, will talk about Bone Hilde in all her detail. You can actually woohoo with Bone Hilde as well. She's actually into whatever you're into, which means if you have vampires, technically you could woohoo with her in a coffin anyway. If you have vampires, you could just place a coffin down and pretend that she's living in there. Yes, it's not the same, but if you have it, you may as well use it. I don't really see this as a big deal. Like I said, I actually like that it encourages you to use the new seance table. And also, for me personally, I wouldn't really use Bone Hilde unless it was a supernatural-esque pack, and I think you'll actually get more use out of her having a seance table. I can see more of my Sims working on a medium skill and having the seance table than just having a creepy ass coffin in like their living room. That's my personal preference anyway. You might disagree. Yeah, I'm gonna miss her coffin because it was like iconic and like that's Bone Hilde. I don't know, I'm just glad she's back and I'm not gonna complain about how I can summon her. And Catrus actually asked, can Bone Hilde move into the household or as a roommate? She cannot. Just like previous Sims games, you can't add her into your household. Obviously, you probably could if you cheated. I know someone told me that you could cheat her into your household on Sims 3, but then she'd just end up looking like a normal Sim. I'm assuming that's the same in The Sims 4 if you do decide to move her in. And if you think about it in like the wider universe of The Sims, like your family isn't the only one who has a Bone Hilde, so it makes sense that she can't like live with one specific household. As Connor said, she got places to be. She's got houses to clean. And what she can actually do, she can clean your houses, fix anything that's broken, she can garden, she can lay out the food for your Sims, to name a few. She doesn't cost money either. A lot of people have been asking, is there any other new lot types that are coming with this? Because obviously we've only heard about haunted houses. I know graveyards are on a lot of people's lists, but SimGuru Connor has confirmed that there will be no cemeteries in this pack. I don't really know how I feel about cemeteries, only because like I would like them. However, we already have some in the game. If you have cats and dogs, there's obviously the Dead Isle Island, which has a little cemetery on it, and also we got cemeteries in Snowy Escape, so I fully understand why they didn't add them in this pack, because, you know, I feel like it could have been another My First Pet Stuff situation, where people were like, you just did this in a pack and didn't include it as a graveyard, and now we have to pay extra for a graveyard in this pack. I would like to see them, but I'm really not that fussed because there are already some in the game. And you technically can make your own, it's just not a lot type. And speaking of cemeteries, obviously next up comes death. Actually, death comes before the cemeteries, but you catch my drift. So there isn't actually any scare to death, which I'm actually shocked about. I actually recorded this video yesterday, but it was already out of date by the time I had recorded it, so I have to re-record it today. And I said, I'm assuming there's going to be a scared to death because that's just like a given. Like I say, oh my god, that scared me to death all the time. I assumed that there would be a new emotional death that was linked to the scared. I'm actually kind of disappointed that there isn't. However, Connor did keep my interest because he actually said haunted houses still have ways of killing your Sims. Another cross-pack point here, and this is about Get Famous. So it's a special cell interaction. So obviously when you do get some of those things from your haunts, you can sell them on Haunted Treasure that provides fame. So if you wanted to, you could definitely create, are they called Ed and Lorraine? The ones who owned Annabelle? I think they are. You could create your own Ed and Lorraine Warren if you wanted to. Like have them work through the career and also sell products for fame. Speaking of making money through this pack, SimGuru Ninja actually said you actively go to these gigs, they're not rabbit holes, which I'm very happy about. This was a freelance career, so it's expected. All the freelance careers in The Sims 4 are active careers that you can actually work on like from home or go and visit and like take photos and stuff like that. So it makes sense. Also in the trailer, for example, clearing out the pancake, the goth, etc. was part of the career. So in the trailer where she goes around to those houses and like is giving gifts or like kicking the doll to shit, they actually are part of the career. So you have to go to these houses to clear them out. Although they're not haunted houses, because every lot isn't automatically going to be changed into a haunted house, they can still have hauntings. It kind of works exactly the same way as the career from Sims 3 Ambitions. Also with these objects, someone actually asked, can the special objects be sold at retail? Are they a collection or just a variety of knickknacks? And Connor replied with, I think they should be retail compatible. So hopefully, fingers crossed, he doesn't definitely know, but he's like very positive that you can sell them. So if you have Get to Work and you have a retail store, you can sell them that way as well, or you could just sell them off to the collectors who will buy them for fame. I can't actually remember. Fingers crossed that's the case, because again, Even though I'm not really going to use this, that would be some crossplay compatibility that I would love to see with this pack. Whoa, why did my voice just break? The spirits are coming for me. And also another little point on crossplay compatibility when it comes to paranormal stuff. Someone asked, what was the special advantage you said spellcasters will have in this pack? Because Connor had previously tweeted that spellcasters will help out a little bit when it comes to the new career or skill, and it's a small advantage. Spellcasters gain the medium skill faster due to their familiarity with mystic arts. The medium skill is very useful for living in a haunted house, and the sooner a sim masters it, the easier for everyone. I'll go into more detail on the medium skill next week. I'm just hoping that that's a level 10 skill. I don't really know why, but I don't really like the level 5 skills. There's not that many of them in the game, and they seem very minor, and they're also super easy to get up as well. So I'm kind of hoping that this is a level 10. But that pretty much wraps it up. That's all the information I could find on paranormal stuff up until the point of recording. Like I said, the gurus might even come out and have some more info by the time that this video goes up. But I did want to make this video just for those of you who may not have Twitter or just may not follow the gurus or might not have seen Connor's blog post, because I know not everyone is active on Twitter, especially as much as I am, because I am addicted. But I hope this video helped you out, and like I said, there is a live stream happening. I don't know if I said that, but a live stream is actually happening for this pack. I can't remember the date off the top of my head, but I know it's happening, and either Connor or Frost has talked about it and given a date, so that's happening. I'll leave the information in the description down below, and also there will be more blog posts from Connor. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know how you feel about this pack. Let me know how you feel about all of these things that I just talked about, and I will speak to you all in my next one. Bye!